All right, let's do this. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday? Is it Thursday today? I don't know. I feel like I've lost all track of time. I don't sleep anymore. That's really a fun thing I wanted to share with all of you. I wake up every day at about 4:45, wide awake. It's super cool. Really happy about that fact. Ruyans is already in Friday. Congratulations. Nice work. Good morning, Coach Bear. Good to see you. It is, yeah, like I said, it's Thursday. I'm getting no sleep. I think what I'm going to start doing, if I'm waking up at 4:45, 5 o'clock, I think I'm going to start, I'm just going to go downstairs. I got a brand new Xbox. What a perfect time to sit down and play some games. So I think that might be what I start doing, is just heading down to my gamer basement and playing some games. I'm playing on the Xbox. The game that I wanted to start with on this new console was Watch Dogs Legion. And as I mentioned to Gold Zulu yesterday, I'm learning a lot about my London geography. The entire game takes place in not the city of London, but all of the boroughs of London. So lots of running around. It's a very accurate model from what I can tell. I've been to London a couple of times. It's a lovely place. Let's see if I can find... Coach Bear, you said you sent me a picture. Did you send it a while ago? Let me see if I can find the message you're referring to. No, I don't see an image there. Where did you send? Oh, on Discord. Let me go look at Discord. Oh, look at that. Coach Bear picked himself up a PS5. I mean, I guess that's another console. Astronautican. Astronautician? No, it's not Titian. Astronautican. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for the love on the hoodie. I have to tell you guys, this diet thing, I mean, we're on Thursday. I'm down 26 pounds. 7 pounds away from under 200, which is a number I haven't been below in a decade. But this is a double X hoodie. This used to fit me comfortably. And you can, I mean, I'm pulling it wide, but like my clothes don't fit anymore. I didn't wear a lot of double X stuff. But a couple of hoodies that I wanted to be comfortable are double X's, and now I'm literally swimming in this sweatshirt, so it's kind of cool. I promised myself that when I got under 200, so when I see 199 on the scale one day, I'm going to have pizza that day because it's been no flour, no sugar since September 17th, coming up on almost 2 months, and I really want some pizza. So I think I'm going to let myself have a little pizza, and then I'm going to dive back into staying on this awesome diet. So, Coach Bear, the diet is called Bright Line Eating, but there's four basic concepts to it, and it's not keto or anything like that. Although, yeah, Bright Line. It's based on a book. So if you want to buy the book, that's pretty much the only thing you really buy. Everything else is just eating normal food, but no flour, no sugar. And when I say no sugar, what I mean is no added sugar. So you can have fruit. I had an apple with some peanut butter for breakfast with some hash browns. That was delightful. You can have carbs. But so those are the two rules. And then the other two rules are you have to eat every meal. You can't skip meals. And the fourth one is portioning. I know I've laid this out a few times for folks, but I'll give it a quick spin. So for breakfast, basically you can have six ounces of for guys. This is the women's portions are a little different, but for guys it's nice. It's almost all sixes. So 6 ounces of protein, 6 ounces of fruit, and depending on the grain, like 4 ounces of grain. Well, after Nautica, I'll tell you, man, I never ate breakfast, and I'm amazed at how much energy I have now. I'm not tired. Like I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and I'm not tired during the day. Like I feel better. So breakfast, that's primarily breakfast, is 6 ounces of protein, 6 ounces of fruit, 6 ounces of grains, or depending on the grain, it might be higher or lower. But grains are things like potatoes and hash browns and stuff like that. So that's breakfast. Lunch every day is 6 ounces of protein, 6 ounces of fruits, and 6 ounces of vegetables. Your call. You can mix it and match however you'd like to match it. You can also have, I think it's half an ounce of what they call fats, which are like peanuts and other kinds of nuts. And then for dinner, it's 6 ounces of protein, 6 ounces of vegetables, 8-ounce salad if you want. And with all of these meals, if you want to have condiments, that's fine. But you can't have normal ketchup, which has a lot of sugar in it, so you have to get the no sugar added ketchup. You can have things like ranch dressing and Caesar like dressings for your salad. All that's fine. Just don't get the ones that have a lot of sugar in them. The rule for sugar is you can have sugar, but it can never ever be one of the first three ingredients on the box. So if it's one of the first three ingredients, any kind of OS, right, glucose, sucralose, any of those are out. You also can't have artificial sweeteners. And the artificial sweeteners are a big problem there too. Is Captain Crunch a grain? It would be if it didn't have all the sugar. It's the sugar that's the problem. But I'm with you, Oxygen Box. Man, my kids are still eating normal, and so they have all the good cereals and all of the good snacks and all that stuff, and I just can't. At least not right now. What I'm trying to do, and this is for Coach Bear and anybody else that's interested, I graduated high school at 135 pounds. I graduated college at 175 pounds. And when I weighed in to start all this, I was 233. So, over 20 years, I'd put on 60 pounds, which is only like 3 pounds a year. It's not a huge amount. It's not something you notice, but it stacks up. And so the reason that I'm doing this Bright Line thing, for a lot of people, this is a lifetime. This is just how they're going to eat from now on. That is not me. That is not something I want to do. I'm very focused on being able to eat pizza in moderation, but I want to take off all the weight damage, basically, that I've done to myself over the past 20 years. So that's my goal, get down to about 175 again. And from there, use this as a mechanism to stay there. But if I want to have some boneless wings one day, or I want to have pizza sometimes, or a piece of cake, all of that's okay as long as it's done in moderation, right? Like before I started this diet, I was literally eating whatever I felt like eating every meal. And that's not good for you. Anyway, that's a long kind of speech on dieting, but that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. And like I said, we're at 206.9 this morning. So feeling good. Got to keep it going though. All right, I want to build some stuff today. That's what I'd really like to do. So let's get right into it. So one of the first things I should do, let's talk about a browser. Where's my browser? Browser is here. And let's make it maximized. Okay, so I have my test console here, and you recall this, right? So one of the things, but there's a couple of pieces that need to be improved here, right? I have this 2 pair, but this is actually hard-coded right into the skill, right into the APL. I also have my balance sitting here, and I have this deal button. Now, I don't want them to be laid out like this. The 2 pair looks right. I think that's appropriate. But the dollar amount and the deal button need to move. I don't know that I'm going to solve that today with the limited time that we have. But what I would like to do is get I think the balance, is it accurate? The balance is not accurate. So I need the balance to be updated so it's your actual live balance. I want the 2 pair to show up when you have that state. And I do know that based on the data that I'm producing. And then I want to apply this to every place that we get a response from our video poker machine. So that's when we start a poker game. There's also our hold event, which is when the user chooses to hold a card. Like if I click on the jack here, you'll see it.
Jeff,
it'll update itself.
There was an error.
Or there will be an error.
What should we do now?
And when we click on the jack, it should have held shown above it. But all we're doing is some data binding, so I don't actually know why we're getting an error there. We'll see if I can solve that here really quick. Actually, that's surprising. I thought I had this in a working state. Cannot read property fields of undefined. User event.js. All right, let's go look at that. Is that open? Do I have that file open? I don't. User event.js, line 29. User event, line 29. Held card speech, and it doesn't like fields. I wonder why. Okay, I don't want to get distracted. What I want to do is let's just focus on start poker intent for right now. There's a couple of things that I need to be able to do with this. So the first is we need our poker.json file. And something that I had forgotten early was that we have these items. So I have, these are the layout that are my individual images. But then if we scroll down here further, you can see I have my hard-coded value, that is the dollar amount, and I also have somewhere, probably above these cards, I have a hard-coded value that is this text. So the way that I'm going to solve this is, let's see, we come up here to the top, we have some parameters that come in, and then in our actual layout, we feed those things in. So where I have no, that's the layout for the individual items. So for a card image, we pass in parameters. But down here, where we actually create the cards, is where we pass those parameters in, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So what I need to do is find my data source, which is in Start Poker, and we have this thing called Poker Data. So this is my data source. This is where I'm actually binding the data from my application directly into my APL. So I pass in this data source, and then in here, I can say things like pokerdata.cards, it's an array, of the suit and the value and whether or not it's held and what its symbol is so that I can show all of those things. So that is that's how the data comes into our application. So what I need to do is take something like this, pokerdata.cards, and we need to look at those other values that we have. We have this 2 pair. I actually want this to be pokerdata. We'll call this hand state. What do I call this on this side? If we think about, I call it outcome name. Okay. So we'll call this outcome. That's fine. So that gets rid of it entirely from our application, which means now It'll never show 2 pair unless, of course, we have a 2 pair. But down here where I data bind, now I need a new element, which is going to be called outcome. And the outcome is going to be whatever I just saw there. Result.outcome.outcome.name. Like so. Okay, so we have our outcome. Now, the thing about this is that will only show up when we actually have something. So, and that's only if we start the poker hand with it. So the unfortunate side effect to that is that I don't have a solid way to test this interface because I don't have a solid way to run my application in production with a fake hand. Let's think about how we could do that. I think we could let's just do something like this. We'll just hard code it right in here, and we'll say result.outcome.outcome.name equals Blankenberg, because it doesn't really matter what it is. We just want it to exist there, and then I have result.outcome.outcome.name. So when I run this, we should be able to see my last name showing up at the title of that APL. So let's restart our service here, and let's finish this hand. So I'll hit deal.
You don't currently have an active game of video poker.
Okay, great.
To start a new game,
Bet 5 on poker.
you already have a pair. You were dealt ace of diamonds, king of hearts, king of spades, 10 of hearts, and 6 of clubs. Which cards do you want to hold?
What is happening there? If we look at spot 1, king of hearts, king of spades. Did I somehow screw up my image naming? I went through while we were off camera, this is last week, renamed my images. Let's see if we can find that one. Let's see if we can figure out why those kings aren't showing up. But I just realized I didn't check and see what it says at the top. It says Blankenberg. So we're effectively funneling that into our APL. Now I kind of wish. Oh, you know what? This will still work. So let me go into my code and get rid of that little piece, the Blankenberg piece. And I still want to go see what's wrong with my kings. So we're going to look at the Ks. Oh, because I haven't renamed them yet. Well, that could be a reason why it doesn't work. All right, so I thought I did this for all of them. I think I was trying to do this like between conference calls, and I must not have gotten a chance to finish. So these will just take a second. King of diamonds. King of hearts. I hate how impossibly hard this is. King of hearts. And the king. Where'd it go? King of spades. That's weird that I left only the kings. Alright, rename object. We'll name this to king. And then we'll save. And now, when we come into our application, if I say bet 5 on poker again, it should say something like, oops, you already have a hand, but that is what's generating the APL there, so it should change the Blankenberg to pair.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a Blankenberg. You were dealt ace of diamonds, king of hearts, king of spades, 10 of hearts, and 6 of clubs.
So how about now?
Oops.
Yeah.
You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you.
Okay.
You wagered 5 coins.
Stop. So you can see that she wrote pair at the top because I have a pair. So that was very lucky. But let me click on a king and see what happens.
You are currently holding the
Yeah.
King of Hearts.
So
You are about
this
to
isn't
drop the
working at
Ace of
all
Diamonds,
because I haven't
King
updated
of
this APL.
Spades, 10 of Hearts, and 6 of Clubs.
But you can see that the held works. So now if I go back to bet 5 on poker, that card will be held. And it is. But I want pair to be uppercase, so we should also solve for that. Like so. There's a possibility we're going to break right there, but we'll see what happens. The thing I'm worried about is what happens if I don't have anything. Is there a value, and can I 2 uppercase and a value that doesn't exist? So let's finish. Let's hold this king.
You are currently holding the King of Hearts and King of Spades.
Deal. Because the app works, it's just the visuals that aren't coming through.
Phew. You won 5 coins with a pair of kings. Your new balance is 19,378. Your final hand was Ace of Hearts.
Okay, so let's do
King
another
of
one. Bet
Hearts.
5 on poker. What happens now? I got 2 pairs this time.
You already have a 2 pair.
Let's make sure
You
all
were
this still
dealt
works.
Queen of
Hold
Clubs,
the queens.
Queen of... Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What was the error? Yeah, all of this stuff. Well, no, I take that back. It probably is not. Opening hand. Yeah, see, this is a different place where that's happening. .value.id to lowercase. That's something that should be fixed anyway, so let's go do that. Poker. Hold. Line 19. I don't need this because I shifted to IDs. I don't know why that was kept around. I switched it to ID. I don't need to do 2 lowercase because it's not a name, it's an ID. That's just old remnants. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay. So let's go back. Hold the queens.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
On line 19 still. No, that isn't there anymore. Let's try restarting our service. They seem to be doing something weird with caching that I'm not a big fan of. Hold the queens. So I think I hit it too early, maybe? I don't know. Let's stop and start and refresh. I do run into this issue occasionally, and I need to talk with my team about why I run into it. But if I say open Chatsino, get that awesome noise.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 19,380 coins available. What would you like to do?
Okay, now I've started up the debugger, so it should be routed there. And now if I say bet 5 on poker.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that. Sorry, I don't know that one.
Really?
Oops.
Okay.
You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins.
Hold the queens.
You already have a 2 pair. You were dealt Queen of Clubs.
Should work. That's worked forever.
You are not currently holding any cards. You are about to drop the Queen of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds.
Ace.
You are not currently holding any cards. You are about to drop the Queen of Clubs,
Interesting.
Queen of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds, 8 of Spades, and 3 of Diamonds.
Do I get 2 pair now?
Oops.
I do.
You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins.
Okay.
You already have a 2 pair. You were dealt Queen of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds, 8 of Spades, and 3 of Diamonds. Which cards do you want to hold?
I don't know why the holding isn't working, but we'll get there. What we want to do right now is finish this hand. Let's just deal it. I want to get a hand with nothing in it. 5 new cards.
Oh, man! You didn't win.
Okay.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What is going on? Oh, I'm getting the error that I'm expecting. Duh. So, right here, cannot read property name of undefined. And that's start poker intent line 54. This is almost certainly the thing that I was predicting. And it is. So, let's do it this way. Let outcome equal that. And then I can say if hand outcome equals hand outcome dot to uppercase. I think that gives us enough safety. We'll see. So let's deal that hand.
Here are your deals.
Nope. And we're back to weird Cash Town again. I'm sure it's something I'm doing, but it's just weird to me that we get into these places where it just all of a sudden can't talk. Okay. Open the Chatsino. That's more like it.
Welcome to the Chatsino. Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You were dealt 9 of hearts, 8 of hearts, 7 of clubs, 5 of diamonds, and 4 of hearts. Which cards do you want to hold?
I want to bet 5 on poker.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Let's try that. Okay. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5
That's great.
coins. You were dealt 9 of hearts.
Let's blow through this one, see if we can get another one to provide a winning hand.
Wow.
That's a no.
You were dealt ace of spades.
That's a no.
You were dealt queen of...
Come on, like a pair shouldn't be that hard to come by. Nice.
You already have a pair. You were dealt king of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs,
Now,
7 of diamonds, and 4 of spades. You are not currently holding any cards.
That's very
You are
weird.
about to drop the king of diamonds,
That it
10
won't
of
take that.
diamonds, 10 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, and 4 of spades. You can say deal to finish this hand, or you can continue holding cards.
Not my
What would
mission
you
for
like
right
to do?
now. My mission for right now is to get this with my actual currency balance. So we can call this balance. And I have to think about what this is called. It should be this session attributes dot user session attributes dot user dot fields dot available balance. That seems like it could be a thing. And then in my JSON, my APL, I need to find where I have that value hard coded, which is down here. And it's unfortunate there's a $sign there. I'm actually not sure. I guess I'll do it inside. We'll do this. I think that's how I've done the other ones, right? Yeah. And we'll do there is not TeamView. That is the only way. I want here, I don't even know if I can do that. Let's just do this. It's just going to be called balance. No, it's not. It's going to be called pokerdata.balance. Okay, that should at least get my numbers there. Then we'll worry about formatting here in a second. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops.
There we go.
You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you.
19,397.
You wagered 5 coins.
Next time it's 19,398, right?
Oops.
Yeah.
You already
Cool.
have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a pair. You were dealt king of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, and 4 of spades. Which cards do you want to hold?
I think that will work. Passing in a string, but then I also want to. What is the convert a JavaScript integer to string with commas? I think there's a way to do that. No, I don't want to remove the commas. I want to keep the comma. I want to add commas. No, I don't want to use regular expressions. There's an easier way to do this. Pretty sure there's an easier way to do this. Okay, I guess I can use a regular expression. So here I should be able to just say that. Let's see if that gives me the comma that I'm looking for.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
about that one? Make it a string first.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a pair. You were dealt king of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, and 4 of spades. Which cards do you want to hold?
Okay, so we've gotten ourselves to a point where we're showing what they have at the top, if they have something. I have their balance now showing on the screen. And I have a deal button that I don't think it does anything yet. I don't think I hooked that up.
Jeff, there was an error.
Yeah.
What should we do now?
So let's get the deal button hooked up. That shouldn't be very hard. The deal button already clicks. What I don't know is what it's designed to do. What do I do on my individual cards when you tap on them? I have these touch wrapper, and then I have arguments. Do I have a touch wrapper down here? No, it's just a Alexa button. Joe Moyo had me add that in here. I think it's probably the right thing to do. Let's look at a Alexa button control. APL. Alexa APL. Alexa button. ATK, you now have $1 million. Congratulations. All right, so I need to see how these buttons work. In some ways, ATK, that's still your luck. You trust your luck. That's still your luck. You were lucky that I had noticed that message and decided to give you coins. An array of entity data. Where do the attributes go? Button style, button text. Those are definitely not it. Entities seems like a good candidate here. Okay, I think that feels like what it's got to be. So if we come into here, what was it called? Entities, and it's an array. Okay. Entities. And in this button, we're just going to have one value, which is deal. No, that's not what I do. What do I do on the images? I have a... I have one argument, which is, oh, I'm passing in which intent I want. So poker drop or poker hold. Perfect. So for this one, what I want is poker deal. And that means then when I click that button, what ends up happening, if we come to our handlers here, is we have a poker deal intent. No, this is actually not what I want. I want the user event, and I'm going to funnel the user to the right place. So poker hold, poker drop, we'll have poker deal here. Case poker deal. So this is what the first argument is, which was my whole plan. And then in here we need a break, and this is where we're going to say and in the poker we call poker dot deal. Yeah, okay. So poker, what does poker dot deal even take? It takes just a user, because we look up their active game and all that stuff. So all we need is user. We don't need any of this other stuff. This isn't doing what I want it to do. I feel like what I should do is if we look at poker deal, this takes a handler input. I wonder, how do I want to handle this? Here's the thing that I'm running into with all this APL. I have these files, poker deal intent, start poker intent, all these. They all have their, what's the right way to say this? They all have their specific purposes handled. When I start introducing APL and these button clicks, they all fire into this user event handler, but all I really want to do, let's see if I can just do this. This might just be easier. If I go to user event, I think we can make this a lot simpler. What if for poker deal, instead of this, I say return, await. No, that's, I'd have to modify the handler input. Would I? No, I wouldn't. Maybe I can just do this. So instead of this, I'm going to say return await. And I'm in the handlers already. So I'm going to have to bring these in. That's fine. Let's do const poker deal intent equals require poker deal intent. Why isn't that showing up? Oh, because I didn't do dot slash poker deal intent. Okay, perfect, Jeff. Just what you wanted was it duplicated. All right, so poker deal intent is now a thing. And then down here, I think I can just say return await poker deal intent handler input. I feel like this will work. I should do this for the hold stuff too. Can I do it for the hold stuff? Maybe. I think I have to do more creative work there. There's only one command that ever gets sent into this, which is deal. Well, I think this will work. So let's at least give this a run. So if I run this, and we come over here to our interface, and we hit deal.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What kind of error are we running into here? The answer is a big one. Cannot read property game of undefined. So we're talking about user event line 33. How are we getting to line 33? Oh, I need some water. One sec. Why are we getting to line 33? When I click on the button, okay, let's try being more specific about this. What if instead I say, if I just use this arguments, my guess is that is also part of the issue. I don't know if that'll work, because I didn't see that listed as a property on this button, but we'll see. What if I say deal now? Here we go again. Local debugging isn't saving me that much time if I have to keep resetting everything. Open Chatsino. That works.
Welcome to the Chatsino.
Bet 5 on poker. Oops.
Oops.
There we go.
You already have an active game of
deal.
Huzzah! You won 5 coins with a pair of threes. Your new balance is 19,419. Your final hand was Queen of Hearts, 7 of Hearts. You were dealt Queen of Clubs, Jack of Hearts, 7 of Diamonds, 6 of Diamonds, and 5 of Spades. Which cards do you want to hold? Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Why does it keep resetting? Like, as I try to scroll, it kicks me back to the bottom. We're getting to line 33 somehow. Why? How is that even possible? We're getting into user event. Oh, I know why. Because we're not getting our arguments. We're not hitting this case at all. So what I really want to look at is the JSON that was sent into... You're not going to show me?
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You were dealt Queen of Clubs, Jack of Hearts, 7 of Diamonds, 6 of Diamonds, and 5 of... Jeff, there was an error.
Oh, man.
What should we do now?
It doesn't show me the user touch event data here. Oh, that's so annoying. How am I supposed to debug this? Arguments. is a thing. I just learned a thing. So I don't know why I didn't notice that said arguments before. But it's just this. How did I miss that the first time? I looked at that object and did not see the word argument anywhere. Okay. Maybe now it'll work, now that I'm putting the data in the right place. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops. You already
Deal.
have an active game of video poker waiting for you. Uh-oh. You didn't win.
That worked.
You lost 5 coins. Your new balance is 19,420. Your final hand was Ace of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Hearts, 4 of Clubs, and 2 of Diamonds. What do you want to do next?
That worked. We click the deal button and it deals. Now, it's not writing any APL, right? Those aren't the cards that we actually have. But I think it's probably time to componentize the APL generation that we're doing. So poker, start poker in 10, has a very working version of this, which is if APL is supported, I think we could just take... Let's see, we need result. Everything seems to be coming from result, and then we need the user balance, but we could just pass in the user. Okay, maybe we could just build this into a little function. So I'm going to take all of this down to here and get rid of it. And then in here, if APL is supported, then how do we want to do this? Can't take all of it. Need the... Okay, so I think I've got this. So we're going to take all of it for now. But we're going to need a handler input dot response builder dot add, what was it? Handler input dot response builder dot add directive. And then we need to get that whole directive. So then we can say const directive equals, and then this is going to be some kind of new thing, because we're going to have a bunch of these APL generators, basically, that we pass a couple of things into. So I have handlers, and I think I have an APL folder already. If I look at that's oh yeah, I do. Inside Lambda, I have an APL folder. So that's where my poker JSON is, but I could also have the builder be in there. That just means I'm going to need an index.js and in here we'll have, well, let's do this first. Let's do the APL. We'll do a new file that's called poker.js. And poker.js is going to be a function called poker. Modules.exp poker. All right, and this is going to take some things. I don't know what it's going to take yet. And all the code that I have on my clipboard I don't want to lose. We'll just put it here for now. So we'll get that all figured out. But let's get the index set up. This is going to be const poker equals require dot slash poker.js, and then module dot exports poker. Okay, so we started building this thing. In here, this is where I'm going to define my poker APL. So I really just need poker.json right here. So that's our first line, and I don't need any of these lines here. These were old things. I don't know what temp is, so I'm going to comment that out for now until it yells at me. Let hand outcome equal result. So we need user and result. Those are the two things I think I'm going to pass in here. So result.outcome.outcome. If the outcome exists, then we uppercase it. We don't need this temp. I don't know why I have temp in there, but that's okay. Then what we want, we can get rid of all of this. What we want to do is say const directive equals, and that's where we're going to start constructing this object that will pass back out and hand into the actual function. So poker APL is that. Data sources, poker data, outcome is something that I just defined, right? Balance, this I don't have. This is going to be not session attributes, it's just going to be user dot fields dot available balance. And then we have our cards. And our cards go down here. Did I start with a curly? No, the beginning of the array. So those are going to go back, which means this is going to go back, which means this one probably can be deleted. Or not. I lied. What am I forgetting? Okay, so we have all of this. We have our array. We have a curly for poker data. That's closed. Data sources has a curly. Directive has a curly. That's what's missing. What? Oh, I just don't need this at all. Okay. How you like me now? All right, so now I have this little function where I'm passing in the result and the user. I think that's enough data. I think that's all I need to send in, which means over here, I should be able to say APL dot poker, where I'm passing in session attributes dot user and result. Oh, this is going to be so much cleaner if this works. Let's get rid of all this. And don't really need this. So I'm calling to this APL.poker, I'm getting my directive, and then in here, directive. And then I'm keeping it in one universal place, and it makes it easy to add to all of the poker locations. So having saved that, let's see how much I broke. Bet 5 on poker.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Got an error. That's fine. We just did a bunch of rigging. So APL is not defined on start poker. Well, I thought I was referring to it here. That's fine. Const APL equals require APL. Like magic. I thought I had already included that, but I think the way that I did the other reference makes sense why I wasn't. Okay, how about now? What else did I miss up? goodness. Okay. Open Chatsino. Please work. Bet 5 on poker.
Jeff, there was an error.
Okay.
What should we do now?
I can live with errors. We just refactored a bunch of stuff. That's fine. Cannot find module poker.json. Okay, let's see if that solves our problem.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, let's open the whole casino. Bet 5 on poker, please.
There was a problem communicating with the requested skill.
Interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean? There was a problem communicating with my skill.
I can't do that on slots. Would you like to use your third-party AVS override?
Wow, I have no idea what that is.
I can't do that on slots. Would you like to use your third-party AVS override?
What?
Bummer. You got grapes. There was a problem communicating with the requested skill.
All right, so you're getting a problem communicating with the requested skill. That's got to be something that's blowing up my APL. Let's just take a step back. Let's just take this piece out. So now we'll get the directive back, but we won't necessarily use it. I don't know why we're getting an error, and it won't really tell me.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a pair. You were dealt Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, 6 of Spades, 6 of Clubs, and 4 of Diamonds. Which cards do you want to hold?
I would like you to show me what's in directive. Oh, I already know what's in directive because down here, after we did all of this stuff, we created this directive. And then we never pass it back. Arrgh. This is a pro tip for all of you. If you create a function and you don't return the value, the code that called that function doesn't know what happened. It's amazing. I know this is probably new to all of you, but I just want to let you know because I just apparently figured that out. All right, that 5 on, well, do we uncomment it? That 5 on poker.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. Oops.
No, I'm sorry.
You already have an active game of video poker
start everything
waiting for
over
you.
and do it right.
You wagered 5 coins. You already have a pair.
You make me so angry. Restart.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins.
Awesome.
You already have a pair. You were dealt Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, 6 of Spades, 6 of Clubs, and 4 of Diamonds. Which cards do you want to hold?
Okay, so now our cards are showing up properly. We're displaying when the user has something already, like a pair. We are showing their balance. The deal button works. The tap on the card works for holding things. But the thing that I was struggling with is getting this data to appear after every kind of poker touch. But now I can take this little bit of code, and I'm going to save it here, and then I'm going to go to poker hold intent. And down here I had all of that APL again with the whole if statement. We need all of this to go away. And so now poker hold should show everything properly. Let's try that just to make sure that all of this works. I'm going to have to import APL. Const APL. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. Require APL. Okay. Restart our service. Hold the queen. Boy, okay. Let's try holding the queen the normal way. Bet 5 on poker. We see our cards. Hey, Dennis. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see you, man. Now we're not going to work again. All right. Open the casino, please. Bet 5 on poker, please.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins.
Hold.
You already have a pair. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What is the error? I'm not seeing an error.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Getting such bizarre behaviors today. And now we're back to locked up again. Goodness. I want to win something. Getting killed. Ooh. There we go. Hit 3 oranges for 11 million. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we need to figure out why this is failing. I don't feel like it's my code. I feel like it's something about the debugging or something. So let's try this again. Open the casino, please. Bet 5 on poker, please.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a pair. You were dealt Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, 6 of Spades, 6 of Clubs, and 4 of Diamonds. Which cards do you want to hold?
LJ, great question. I think I'm going to get back on. I think we're going to do like a Luna Fridays. So I'll definitely do. I think I'm going to. I mean, I've got it sitting right here. I've got the controller right here. I think I will definitely do that on Friday mornings. That'll be a fun way to start my last day of the week. Also, I get to go camping this weekend, guys. For those of you that have been here a while, I love going camping. Sometimes it's with my son's Boy Scout troop, sometimes it's with my friends. But I'm going camping tomorrow. So taking this diet on a camp out is going to be very interesting. I'm going to buy some. I'm not planning on really doing any cooking while I'm there, so I'm going to plan on taking some cheese and apples and peanut butter and some kind of beef stick, like a beef jerky or a Slim Jim or something like that. But I think a lot of those have sugar in them, so I have to be very careful about what I pick up. But I'm going to go to the grocery store a little later this morning. In the meantime, today I have 5 hours of meetings coming up starting in 45 minutes. Very excited about that fact. And I wish I could say it's like 5 individual meetings or something like that. But in fact, it's one 5-hour meeting. So this is going to be a new adventure for me. For those of you, again, that have been following, in early September, I got promoted at Amazon. And so I'm getting invited to a lot of new meetings that have always existed, but I've never been a part of them. And this is one of the big planning ones, is decided, like, it's a team offsite. It's today and tomorrow, 5 hours each day. And it's designed to, like, put all the plans together for the whole year and debate out the things that we don't fully agree on and whatever. So it's gonna be fun. LJ, it depends on what you mean by cold. It's not warm like it is where it is with you, but it's high 30s, low 40s at night, high 50s during the day. So it's comfortable. It's a nice, fall temperatures here in Ohio. But sleeping out when it's still in the 30s is very comfortable. It's not until you get down into the 10s that starts to get a little miserable, and you have other sleeping bags and clothing and stuff for that. But I'd be willing to bet tomorrow night it's getting down to 32. I'll bet I'm in my sleeping bag with only a pair of running shorts on. I'm willing to wager on that. That's how I think I'll sleep. Maybe I'll have a t-shirt on. We'll see. Of course, you got the sleeping bag bundled up to your neck, so it's not like any part of you is really sticking out. But it's supposed to be a wonderful weekend, so hopefully it'll be nice. All right. We have our poker hand. When I try to hold a card,
You are currently holding the Queen of Diamonds. You are about to drop the 10 of Diamonds,
that didn't
6
break.
of Spades, 6 of Clubs, and 4 of Diamonds. You can say deal to finish this hand, or you can continue holding cards. What would you like to do? What now?
But why didn't the APL work? It's like it's using a cached version. No, it's not. It's because user event is doing its own thing. That's why. So if we take this APL thing that's here and get rid of this one too, now this isn't really where I want to do this. I have other plans, but we'll do this for now. Const APL equals require APL, like so. So let's restart this. Try that again.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Not interested in errors, Alexa. I'm interested in working code. Open the casino. Please. Also, while I'm waiting for this to load, I should show you guys I got a new mouse. All right, the colors don't show too well on this camera, but maybe we do it this way. It's got all the rainbows. just like the rest of this room. So now my mouse, my keyboard. I also have some awesome speakers in here now. All have rainbows on them. In fact, let's Razer speakers. These. If you guys haven't seen these, they're awesome. This is what my desktop kind of looks like now. I have a mouse pad that kind of looks like this, but you see these Razer speakers that are here? They're like underlit. Those are now sitting here in front of me. They're a lot bigger than they look. They're actually bigger than I wanted them to be, but we're doing all the LEDs in here. So that's what they look like, and you can program them to do all sorts of fun stuff. I guess I should have shown you that. That's what they look like. You can see they have the rainbow underneath, and then you've got volume and all that stuff. And I actually built a switch into my desk so that I can turn them on and off and raise and lower the volume. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's go back here and see what exactly is going on. This thinks it's running.
The requested skill took too long to respond.
All right, take care, Ruans. Thanks, man. Open Chatsino. Just do it. Just do it. There we go. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you.
Now let's
You wagered 5 coins.
hold the 6.
You already have a pair. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property outcome of undefined. Poker.js. Line 5. Cannot read property outcome of undefined. Am I not passing the result in properly? So if we look at user event, result is right there. And if I look at chatsino.poker.hold, which is this one, chatsino.poker.hold, what we return interesting. Do I really not? Okay, so what do I do on poker.play? I have an outcome that is evaluation, so I just need to do that. Poker hold. So down here, now I need to see, I think this is all I really need. It's opening hand. Okay. Now I'm actually passing that data back. 01 Pollux is right. This is RGB City, man. We love us some rainbow lights. All the colors. No reason to dedicate ourselves to one, right? Let's quit. Open it again. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 19,465 coins available.
Awesome. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you.
All right, let's hit 6.
You wagered 5 coins. Jeff, there was an error.
Oh, come on.
What should we do now?
Evaluator is not defined. Okay, we're getting closer. That's fine. Poker play has evaluator defined up here. Fine. I can play your games. We can do this. Okay, let's give it another roll. How about if I say bet 5 on poker? What are you going to do with that? Nothing?
Oops.
There we go.
You already have an active
So
game
now
of
let's hold
video
the 10.
poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You are currently holding the Queen of Diamonds, 10
Thank
of
God.
Diamonds, 6 of Spades, and 6 of Clubs. You are about to drop the 4 of Diamonds. You can say
Kick the
deal to
queen.
finish this hand. You are currently holding the 10 of Diamonds,
Kick the
6 of
10.
Spades, and you are currently holding the 6 of Spades and 6 of Clubs. You are
Oh
about
my
to
gosh.
drop the Queen of Diamonds,
Guys, we've
10
done
of
it.
Diamonds, and 4 of Diamonds. You can say deal to finish this hand, or you can continue holding cards. What would you like to do? What now?
We've done it. So now all we need to do is figure out how we're going to do this for when we say deal. And so that's the... I think we can finish this up and then I got to go. Poker deal. Where's my handlers folder? Poker deal. Poker deal. So did I do anything with APL in here yet? I didn't. So what if I just slap this in here? Nope, not that. Let's take this. And we're going to need APL as an import. But that's easy. Const APL equals require APL. So now poker deal intent has that also, and we're calling everything out. So what we need to check and make sure is that our result object, which is here somewhere, that comes out of chatsino.poker.deal. So let's make sure that that also is returning the appropriate amount of data. So if I look at what's returned here, I have outcome. Why do I do that to myself? Okay. So hold, instead of doing evaluation, I should do evaluation.outcome. And then when we say play, this should also be evaluation.outcome. And then we're going to do a find for outcome.outcome. I'm sure I'm breaking something huge. I don't know why I ever let myself do this in the first place. Wish I was more consistent about how I'm returning data. Let's see how much we just broke.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You are currently holding the Queen of Diamonds, 6 of Spades, and 6 of Clubs. You are about to drop the 10 of Diamonds, and 4 of Diamonds. You can say deal to finish this hand. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property 0. Poker.js. I think this is where poker.js line 16. I don't know why that would change anything. Oh, probably.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Ooh, I just created a big problem for myself. Cannot read property outcome of undefined poker.js line 5. Yeah. Okay.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read 2 uppercase. So when I say play, I come in here, I call evaluation.outcome is what I pass in. So I would end up with result.outcome. And then when I go to poker.js, result.outcome is right here. Oh, this needs to be like this now, I think. All right. Let's see if that solves anything.
Oops.
Okay.
You already have an active game of video poker.
So I want to hold
for
this
you.
ace.
You wagered 5 coins. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property name of undefined. It's because I'm being inconsistent about the results that I send back. So now when I look at hold, there is no outcome. Let's do this. If handoutcome.name exists, then maybe that is a better way to handle this. Bet 5 on poker.
Oops. You already have an active game of
hold the
video
queen.
poker waiting for you. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property name poker.js 6. Ugh. This is so gross.
Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a undefined. You were dealt ace of clubs, queen of spades, 10 of spades, 5 of diamonds, and 4 of hearts. Which cards do you want to hold?
So it equals undefined. So what happens?
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Maybe that's all I need? I don't know. I don't understand why I did it this way.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Result.outcome. What if we just take this and make it simpler? If result.outcome exists,
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
where did it go? Did I get rid? Oh, I got rid of the console log.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Come on. All right, last stop.
Welcome to the chats. Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Result.outcome is there, but I don't really want all of that. Poker.play, evaluation.outcome. All seems like it should work.
I'm not sure.
I know.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
How much more explicit can I be?
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now? Oops. You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. You already have a undefined. You were dealt ace of clubs, queen of spades, 10 of spades, 5 of diamonds, and 4 of hearts. Which cards do you want to hold?
Okay, I need to leave myself a note because I gotta go. This is broke dead. We need to only show a name when we have a name. An outcome name. Not sure why I am dumb. All right, and that's where I have to stop for today, guys. I got 1,000 meetings, like I said, today. So that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll start it out nice and easy with some Luna gaming, and then we'll jump back into this and hopefully have it solved. Because I'm in all these meetings, and because it's 5 hours of meetings, I would bet I'm going to try and battle this during the day today. So hopefully I'll have it fixed before we get back tomorrow. All right, with that, have a great day, everybody. Thank you guys all for stopping by. We will definitely give a device away, so don't miss it. I'll be here tomorrow morning